Released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Hadrian Duval remarks on the weak emperor. An interview with Hadrian Augustus Duval has caused ripples in imperial society for his direct criticism of Emperor Arisa Lavany Duval. Speaking to Parisian News Network, the former Nova Imperium leader discussed the Empire's commitment to Aegis. "I have always known that the Empire is stronger alone, especially when protecting our people from the Thargoid hordes." Supposedly, Emperor Arisa felt the same, until a visit from Princess Aisling turned her head. Suddenly her principles were cast aside, and our valuable resources pledged to more foreign military projects. I can only wonder when the Emperor became so easily swayed. Was it during her year in captivity? Did all that time in suspended animation drain her resolve? We cannot afford to allow the Empire to be governed by someone with a weak spirit. Our citizens deserve a strong, determined ruler. Gudrun Vesterkor, royal correspondent for the Imperial Herald, commented, "The anticipated friction between the Duval cousins has now become a reality." Hadrian clearly took great offense at how swiftly Aisling engineered an exception to the Empire's isolationist policies. But openly denigrating Her Majesty is a dangerous game, especially from the young revolutionary who once attempted to usurp her throne. Meanwhile, Princess Aisling has thrown herself into the role of overseeing the Imperial contribution to Aegis. Court insiders claim that she spends much of her time with military experts, absorbing information about the Thargoid concept. Regularly communications with her opposite numbers in the Alliance and Federation have become part of the daily routine. Some still see this as a high-profile PR exercise on her part, but others wonder if Aisling might become the wartime leader the Empire needs. Skeptics who believe she lacks the strategic talents necessary to succeed may yet find themselves surprised by her apparent enthusiasm for Aegis's work. Thargoid War Update, May 3309. Vox Galactica's Jade Sanderlin reports on the discovery of the Titans and new Thargoid craft both in space and on occupied worlds. The true scale of the challenge facing humanity became evident this month, when we finally learned what was within the Maelstroms. It has long been theorized that the Thargoids had motherships of some kind, but few were prepared for the shocking reality of the Titans, squatting at the center of the corrosive clouds like bloated spiders in their webs. I can't be the only one whose guts knotted with fear when I first saw those floating monstrosities. The Maelstroms also revealed a new type of Thargoid vessel, the aggressive Glaive-class Hunter. Resembling multi-bladed throwing knives, these quickly drew blood as they hurled viciously into our midst. There are reports of glaives sighted within systems that have fallen to the Thargoid invasion fleets, interdicting any ship that crosses their path. Further surprises were to come within those systems when ground troops became stalked by heavily armed drones. The Revenants, as they have been named, seem to be actively defending abandoned settlements from human intruders. Again, this contributes to the impression that the Thargoids desire a permanent presence on our worlds. On a positive note, Aegis's forthcoming pulse wave xenoscanner should prove instrumental in gathering data about the Titans. A well-received public address by Professor Albert Tesreau cemented the significance of Aegis in the war, despite Azimuth Biotech's CEO Torben Raidmaker somewhat predictably criticizing it as self-congratulatory hot air. With such technological breakthroughs and fierce resistance on the front line, there's a long way to go before the Thargoids can lay claim to the core systems. This is Jade Sanderlin for Vox Galactica. Stay safe out there.
Mission objective complete.
Materials needed for Titan Research Project. Pilots Federation alert. Deliveries to the RAB system will help mass-produce a pulse wave xenoscanner which can analyze Thargoid Titans. Dr. Maximo Fonseca, the Allied Scientific Liaison to Aegis, outlined the initiative. The Thargoid capital ships, now designated as Titans, are the top priority for both military and scientific study. Reaching these gargantuan objects is hazardous since it involves traveling through the Maelstrom's corrosive environment, avoiding hostile Thargoid vessels along the way. But even at close range, ship sensors have been unable to obtain meaningful data on their composition. In response, Aegis has fast-tracked a project to modify the xenoscanner originally developed by Professor Ishmael Palin. This adaptation utilizes the electromagnetic technology found in pulse wave analyzers, casting the scanner's range over a much broader area. Simulated tests show that the pulse wave xenoscanner should be able to identify points of interest on a Titan's hull. But the research effort requires as many pilots as possible to verify our findings out in the field. We are therefore gathering the supplies needed to manufacture the module in large quantities. Aegis will reward pilots who transport shipments of ceramic composites, polymers, gallium and indium to Muller Terminal in the
Frameshift drive charging.
system. These will be used to establish
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
manufacturing centers for pulse wave xenoscanners, which will then be rapidly distributed to all rescue megaships. A secondary campaign will reward pilots for protecting deliveries from pirates. Head of Aegis makes public address. Professor Albert Tesreau has broadcast a formal statement discussing the past, present and future of Aegis. Independent journal...
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete. Frameshift drive charging. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.